Good morning. I thought I was ready to stream and then I got assaulted by some art. And now I need to go take a shower. A very, very cold shower. By the way, I'm gonna need a warning, I think, Aslam, before you drop that. Or anything like that next time. Actually, no, never mind. Don't give me warnings. Just throw it. The surprise is part of the fun, I suppose. Hello, friends. Welcome. Oh, I fucking hate cold weather. Does anyone else get really bad, like, super dry skin? I get eczema here, but it gets super, super bad in the, like, when it's super cold weather, which generally in South Carolina is not, you know, ever an issue, but this past week, and it's literally like, can you even see? It literally looks like I punched someone because my knuckles are literally just cracking and super bloody. I have to use, they make Flonase in a cream version. I have to use that. It's the wildest thing because it's kind of like an allergic reaction to the cold almost. And I didn't know that what I was using is the same formula as actual Flonase that you like sniff up your nose. So yeah, very interesting. Anyway, that sounds terrible. It is. It's very like bleh. I literally thought I had dealt with it and then it came back today because of it being like 29 or whatever, which is quite cold for South Carolina. Ooh, hello friends. Okay, so sorry for being a little late. I had some issues with the bedtime routines, so I am like super behind, but it looks like Asm's on top of it, which is fine. I talked to Azora. Azora's maybe gonna join us on Friday, but he's got like Ultimate right now on Tuesdays, so we won't see him until then. So that's exciting. But yeah, I was thinking, and I think what we said yesterday is that we're going to do chaotic. So if anyone would like to join us for that, let me know. We'll set up Party Finder as necessary. Can I go White Mage before we start doing whatever? I mean, I can go Scholar too. I don't care. I'll go whatever. It really does not matter. The only thing Asm is on top of is Xenos. I mean, yup. But also, I mean, you know. Alright, /FC, anyone for chaotic? Ugh, my fingers. Ooh, indoor airtime, literally. And it's always in this one spot. I don't know. It sucks. And the problem is, it's like, if it's not actively this bad, I forget that it's a thing. So instead of like using like preventative lotioning, I like just never lotion until it's like painful, and then I have to like catch up, and then once it's good I stop lotioning. Chaotic, sign me up. All right, well here, I'll just put Party Finder. Alliance, high-end duty, clouded darkness, chaotic, private party. We're on Primal, by the way, if you are looking to join. Password is 8008. Shablap. There you go. How long do we go for? Probably about a lockout, maybe a little bit more if we have time. I personally can only go to about like midnight my time, which is in 3-ish hours. I'm a little late today, so slightly under 3 hours. But it's 9:30 right now for me, so midnight. The midnight 30 if I have to. I'm trying not to go past midnight today just because I'm so like wired right after MTQniversity streams that I literally cannot fall asleep for like 2 hours. Like I have to like wind down for that long. And then I end up going to bed at like 2 or 3, which is really bad for me because my children wake up at like 5 or 6. So, is there a requirement to join? No. I mean, you have to have it unlocked because you physically cannot join the party unless you have it unlocked. Which, if you don't have it unlocked, you go to Tuliol, talk to the Wandering Minstrel, unlock it. As long as you have finished the MSQ, you will be able to do that. But yeah, you don't need any knowledge because I can quickly run us through the first phase, and our prog point currently would be kind of a quarter of the way through the second phase, maybe halfway point, honestly. Well, maybe not. We've seen it, but I don't know if it's like accurate to say that that's our prog point, but no problem, Lenora. When am I doing the heads up? We've already done it! Oh, I guess I did say I would do it on stream, but I've already announced the winner. It was, what was Jack something who won? We had 36 Jabberjacks. Jaxicle. Hold on. Jaxicle is their name, but their busky is Jabberjacks. So I did message them. We'll see if they reply. If for whatever reason they don't reply or whatever. Oh, wait. Never mind. They definitely replied. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if they don't reply within like 24 hours, I can redraw, but they just replied. Taking your emote back out. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, is that why it was the copium emote? You didn't win. Reroll when you come up. Yeah, do hashtag rigged. It is tradition. Hashtag rigged. There were only 36 entries. I think one was not eligible because they didn't follow Corsair. But yeah, I just did a random number generator and pulled up. The one negative about Blue Sky is that it doesn't have all like the cool features. Mind you, Twitter doesn't have this anymore since Elon, so I guess I can't really complain. But did you know, so Twitter used to have like third-party websites where you could run giveaways, like it would just run a script or whatever and pull from the replies or the reposts or whatever. And so I feel like Blue Sky is too young to like have that yet. But I'm hoping one day they do. You want to join us, tank? You should be able to. Let's see. We have 2 tank spots available. Just as long as you're on Primal, make sure you check private. I should show up there. Yeah, I'm the 3rd person there. Password is 8008. The shared fates complete. Wait, what's that? Oh, you did join. Amazing. Okay, okay. Sorry for the low or the slow chat or whatever. Once we get everyone that wants to come in to chat or from chat, let me know and we can open it up to public and then we'll just go from there. 66 fates. Oh yeah, shared fates. Yeah. Did I just say what is shared fates? For some reason, my brain lost like all previous context and I was like, shared? I was like, is this some sort of like weird XP sharing thing? How many spots left? Oh, so many. We're only at 8 of 24. Tons of spots. We just, well, I guess it's been like a couple minutes, but we just started. It looks scary. It looks scary, but it's not too bad. And it's probably scary at first, but like as you learn it, it slows down, so it's really not that bad. Where do you unlock it? Go to Tuliolilile. Here, I'll show you. Tuliolilile. And then teleport to the huts or whatever they're called. These things. And then over here, Wandering Minstrel. Good old Yoshi P. Talk to him. Tuliolilile. This guy. Look at him, look at me. You guys hear how crunchy my grapes are? So good. They're like tiny Asian pears. That's what it tastes like. So good. Have I tried frozen grapes? I haven't, but I have heard that I would probably enjoy them immensely because I can only eat hard grapes. I cannot stand grapes or any fruit that's smushy. Didn't your mom teach you not to chew with your mouth open? No, clearly. What kind of question is that? You know me, Unreal. You've seen me eat many times on stream. Yeah, you just take grapes. You take grapes and put them in the freezer. Grapes and put them in the freezer. And then you eat them. Yeah, they're so good. So good. My grapes are from the fridge and they're really hard. So they're kind of like it's similar to frozen grapes, but not quite frozen. Firm cherry, absolutely. Mushy cherry, no thank you. The only fruit that I will eat that is mushy-ish is like mango, I guess, because it has to be. But I very much prefer, like if there's an option of the fruit when it's ripe to be either firm or mushy, I will prefer mush, or no, God, the opposite. I prefer firm. What is this quest? Is this the healer quest? Yeah, no thanks. No thank you. Avocado I feel like has to be mushy. It's kind of like mango where it's not ripe if it's not mushy. The lore. Ah yes, the thing I totally pay attention to. You want to know something else that's really annoying me? So, when I got pregnant the second time, or maybe from the first time, I don't know. I basically couldn't wear my rings because my joints had been so inflamed and so like loosened that I couldn't fit my ring over my finger. Right? So I didn't wear it for the longest time. And then I waited until I was like 8 or 9 months postpartum. And I still couldn't fit my ring over my finger. So I was like, okay, maybe my joints have just like changed. So I got my rings resized. And now, the fucking shits just fall off. I should have just waited longer because, look, like, I literally, like, there's no give at all. Like, I can, like, fling my hand, I'm sure my rings could fall off. So I don't know if I just didn't wait long enough to, like, have my body kind of reset. I also read that apparently it takes you 7 years to fully recover from pregnancy. So obviously, like, 9 months wasn't enough, but I literally, like, now it's annoying me because, like, I'll just, like, randomly be talking and my ring will just, like, around my finger and it's so annoying. A wearable fidget toy. Yep. But it's awful because it falls off. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. So now I'm like, do I resize them again or just, like, deal with it? Because I don't want to, like, lose them, but at the same time, it's, like, really bothersome. So I don't know. Also, you know how I said that I never want kids ever again? I told Nami this. She's the only one that knows, but I'm going to tell the rest of you. No, I'm not pregnant. I was like, no kids, no kids, no kids. No kids. Absolutely no kids. And then Braddock was like, wouldn't it be awesome if we had a little boy? And I was like, no kids! No kids, no kids. And then I was like cleaning all of my Christmas decorations. And in doing so, I was removing all the crap off of my mantle and like putting all the old pictures back that we had up there. And I have a baby picture of Braddock on the mantle. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, he is such a cute little like baby boy. And then, like, I'm pretty sure my uterus did, like, a fucking backflip. And it was like, So, I told Nami, I'm like, help, my defenses, I don't know what to do. But, I don't know. I don't think I can go through another pregnancy. I don't think I could survive another pregnancy, let's be real. I did tell Nami, though, that if I could 100% guarantee, somehow, that I would have a boy, I would do it again. But, because I can't, I don't know if it's worth the risk. 3 is a trap. Yep. The worst is I don't have twins in my family and Braddock doesn't have twins in his family. I feel like if I were to get pregnant again, we're gonna get pregnant with like twin girls and just get like hella fucked, but no thanks. So yeah, his swimmer, sure, like he obviously provides the Y chromosome. However, I also read that they've now determined, I don't know how accurate this is because I read it like whatever ago. They've determined that the egg doesn't just pick whatever's first. It will literally like choose which of the sperm to let through. So it's also my fault. And if you look at my family, literal fucking coven of witches, all female. Every generation is like 2 girls. Except for my mom, but she was 1 girl. So I'm pretty sure if I were to get pregnant again, it would be another girl, and I don't know. No thanks. Maybe it depends on the ovary. Couldn't tell you. I wish I could like control my ovaries and be like, zap! All right, you're up, Lindsay. I don't know why I just called that ovary Lindsay. You're the only girl in a family of boys. Oh boy. Well. You want 3 more? Ugh. I can't. But congrats on your baby. I am also a November baby. Everyone is a witch. Ah! The perfect name. 6 boys and 1 girl. Oh my gosh, I could never. That's pretty cute though. Oh yeah, so while we sit here and yap, if you are looking to do some chaotic or learn some chaotic, because we're probably gonna go in and just like learn a lot. I'm sitting in Primal Party Finder under Mistech, and the password is 8008 if you'd like to join. You require 0 knowledge, 0 experience. You don't want to be a whale in the summer because it's hot here? I literally, if I have another December baby, I'm going to lose my mind. So, I don't know. Chaotic as in learning about pregnancy, both. But yeah, shit sucks, don't do it. If you have sex, you will get pregnant and you will die. How many of the sub-millennials in chat even understand that reference? Does Gen Z even know what Mean Girls is? Oh my god, vintage. I'm gonna start saying that. Oh, I'm not old. I'm just vintage. They did a remake recently. Oh boy, I haven't seen that. Wait, who's following me? I just noticed. I was like, who's this person following me? I couldn't tell if Ugh, Blitz. I literally have like trauma from that like, I'm sure we watched the exact same video. I guarantee it. I have trauma from that video. No, thank you. I'm pretty sure our entire class either had like their heads on their desks, were like screaming, or I just literally actual trauma. Straight up her hoo-ha? Yeah, that video. I have no idea if it splooshed Yuna. I wasn't looking. I was screaming in fear. I don't think I needed to learn that. Like 30 years later. Stop. Okay, enough. Ugh. That video single-handedly made me child-free for 20 years. No, 15 years. I'm not that old. I'm pretty sure I was mid giving birth and I was still traumatized by that video. They were like, hey, you want a mirror? You want to watch the miracle of life? And I was like, fuck no! Get that shit out of the room. The ice in my cup. Impossible. It's stuck. It's stuck in there. Also, there's a chance I may not be here for MTQniversity on Friday, I just realized, because it's threatening to snow in South Carolina and everyone's losing their minds, and I may not have power. If it's snow, it'll be fine. If it's ice, we're in trouble. So, just a heads up. I will be here if I can, but we'll see. It's the mirror. The dreaded mirror. No thanks. Go fucking top off the generator, you degenerate. I did. I got gas yesterday for it. But I only filled up 1 tank because I didn't want to bring 2 tanks and look like a doomer. So I'm gonna do the second one tomorrow. I was too self-conscious at the Sam's Club gas pump, okay? No one else was doing it. It was just me. I am not looking forward to if we do lose power because, ugh. The smell of that generator and like the noise of it, I think is going to also induce trauma. Did I already buy the eggs, milk, and bread? Yes, we are French toast ready. I didn't buy excess of any of that. I literally just bought regular groceries, but I do have all that, yes. Toilet paper, if you don't know this about me, ever since COVID, there is never a time in my household where I do not actively own 3 packs of toilet paper. I don't buy excess. I only ever buy 1 pack of toilet paper at a time, but I never let it fall below 3 because of COVID. These are the lessons we have learned. So yeah, we're good on toilet paper too. A natural gas generator? Can you hook that up to your like natural gas line that goes to your house? Because we have one of those. You're also in SE? I live like super close, well not super close. I live like 20 minutes from the North Carolina border in the upstate, so we'll see. I remember the 2020 snowstorm. That was fun. We actually lost power for 2 days there. I think it was 2 days. It might have been 3, but it was 2 days in the middle of winter. That sucked. Isn't a doomer maintains 3 packs of toilet paper? Okay, let's be real. I probably am a doomer, but I'm not like crazy doomer. I'm pragmatic and realistic. No, I'm not. I do tend to be prepared though. I am East Coast, yes. You have the 3 shells, oh my god. Does anyone know if rice expires? Because I still have rice from my like pre-COVID prep, but it's been like 5 years, so is it still good? It's strange because I have regular rice in like an airtight container that I use in like my pantry that I'm like actually like actively scooping from. But then I have like the like basmati rice that you can get from Costco that's like in that sort of like canvas bag or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I've had that sitting in my garage since 2002 or since 2020. I'm dyslexic. It's a 6-month shelf life. I assume as long as like bugs don't get inside of it, you should be fine, but I don't know. But I've literally like just not touched it, so I haven't even checked it. Because it's kind of like the backup rice instead of like the actively used rice. Am I the person that makes the duty guides? Maybe. They are pretty duty. I don't know. We'll see. I'm far from duty. You can say it. I'm pretty duty. Al Capone came up with expiration dates on food.
Happy
Really?
New Year, Miss. I hope you are well.
Happy New Year, Grummery. I'm doing all right. How are you? Did I watch Zeppla Dawn Trail review? No. Should I? Is it good? I mean, I know Zeppla makes great videos, so I assume it's good, but I have not watched it. The only YouTube videos, unfortunately, that I watch now are like fucking Miss Rachel and then like random car videos. Have I gotten the girls into Bluey? So Lily liked Bluey a few months back, like maybe last year, but she's not really into it now. She's not really into like specific media. And Layla's kind of like too young. She'll watch random stuff, but she's not like, she doesn't recognize things. A couple hours? In 2025? An hour, like couple hour long video? I don't dare do that. It's 1 hour. Just 1 hour. I guess that would be something I like listen to like in the car. How visually dependent is it? Do I have to be like actively watch it or can I listen to it? Asking for someone that is very limited on time. Me. She's back to playing with the Bluey shit? That's cute. Yeah. I mean, I like Bluey. I feel like it's one of the few kids shows that you can watch as an adult and also appreciate it. Instead of being like bored out of your mind, you know? It's cute. It also makes me cry. I actually, there's like certain Bluey episodes I literally cannot watch without crying. So that kind of sucks, but. We got 4 slots left for anyone that would like to join in chat. I haven't had to open it up yet, or 4 slots? 5 slots, my bad. I haven't had to open it up yet, so I can still do that if necessary, but we're filling, kind of. First part of phase 2. We've gotten to like the second part, the third part maybe? I don't know. Too late. Understandable. I know. We got the East Coast hours being carried by the West Coast people. Hey, what's up with the fire in LA or whatever? I saw like TikTok videos of that today. Why does it look like it's right there? Like right at the city. Which one? Oh my god. How many are there? Pacific Palisades or something, I think it said. I could read it to you if you want, you know? I could do the dynamic voices for you too. The headboard noises? Oh my god, the fucking lightning. Okay, tell me that isn't so cringe. Literally the entire school knows you're fucking because there's lightning bursting out of your room. Like, ugh. Oh my God, please get out. Get out. I don't know. Sometimes you have to like stop and think about like what you've actually written and be like, wait. I hope that when I write something like that, like one of you can be like, Miss Tech, stop and think about this for a second. Oh my God, I can't. I just can't. It's so like, ugh. Mega ick. You need someone to sanity check your writing too. It's awesome. Listen, ugh, good critique partners are excellent. Ugh. Now I've been like super anxious all day and I'm still like super anxious, but I'm hoping that this will keep my mind off of everything, and that just makes me, ugh. I'm like extra anxious now, because it's like wanting to like, the like, I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. Wanting to do something so bad, but like not being able to do it. I hate that feeling. And the worst part, that is through the medication that is supposed to make me do it anyway. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, ugh. What is the chaotics here? So it's literally a Cloud of Darkness, if you remember from Labyrinth or whatever, World of Darkness, I guess. The first Alliance raid in A Realm Reborn. So that fight, with a little mix of the E9S version of that fight. And it's a 24-man raid, but difficult. So it's kind of like Savage level mechanics, maybe even honestly slightly harder than Savage level, I would say, but by a little bit, not really. It depends. I would say it's on par with like the third or fourth fight of a tier, like a Savage tier, but harder than the first or second fight, because usually that's how they're like difficulty spaced. Dude, Azim, the fact that you handwrite first is like the coolest thing to me. I can't do it because I don't write fast enough like that. Wait, do you like cursive? Do you cursive write? Because that's technically faster than regular handwriting, right? But anyway, I find that really cool and I admire you for it because I could not. But it's really cool that you do. Wait, Rosa, you also hand type? My goodness. Impressive. Serial killer penmanship? Oh God. Is it like perfect? That's what I'm picturing. I feel like people that have perfect penmanship are always serial killers. Not necessarily like I kill people as serial killers, but like the tendency is there. Did someone call me serial killer? Azim's writing is perfect. Oh my goodness. That is also something I admire, but yeah, I can't do it myself. You try to write by hand and type? I skip handwriting. I can't do it. But maybe I should. Because I honestly, like, considering how much I fucking procrastinate when it comes to actual typing, maybe I should just, like, maybe the slowdown is what I need. We're on Primal Data Center, by the way. Primal. I don't know. Write by hand turns into typed content into Word. That I find very jarring. Add the scribe? No way. Okay, listen. I like it as like in theory. Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of cute, whatever. But honestly, in theory, like actual theory, $400 for like Kindle that's not really a Kindle, like it's just a fucking glorified tablet, and it's not even a good tablet when you're comparing it to actual tablets. I just no. It would feel wrong to get people to like crowdfund that. No thanks. Open up PF, sure. Let's do it. Plus I have a tablet. I have literally, I write, or not actively, but I have a tablet. I have literally, okay, I have a tablet, I have a laptop, I have a computer, I have a phone with also a pen, and Braddock just bought himself, have you guys seen the what is it called? GPD or GPD, I think, laptops? They're literally like tiny, tiny, tiny form factor laptops, like this big. And it like plays video games because it has like thumb pads and shit. So it's powerful enough to play video games, but also I like to type on it. So I have all of that and I still don't write. So it's not the fucking apparatus. It is literally just me. I'm the broken one. All right, Discord available. No experience necessary. Can teach everyone easily. Progging. Brambles. All right, apply. Hi, Roka. Or I should say hi, Roka. Sent you a snip. Oh my god. Here we go. This is where I forever changed my perception of Asm. How serial killer are you? On a scale of 1 to Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. Okay. That's not serial. I don't think that's serial killer penmanship. That's just pretty handwriting. I feel like serial killer penmanship to me is a lot more like, it's always like printed and like, not blocky, but kind of block. I don't know. There's examples. I'll see if I can find it. But that's just really pretty handwriting. That's not really serial killer. Wait, which one? Oh, that's fine. You know, I can edit that out. You don't have to do it. I usually do that on my end anyway. Plus, I'll probably have you zoomed in anyway. I like that you put these spoiler tags on, Rosa. Okay. Hold on. Every time you guys send me stuff, I am so pissed. Like, literally. You literally make my blood boil that I cannot also do this. I'm so mad. That looks so good. How does it all look that good? Are these the things that you were saying, well, from like other games, these assets, or is this something that someone has made? It's so pretty. I also like your, I know this is weird to say, but I also really like your lips. They look really good. Yeah, I guess she's just showing me what, kind of in relation to what you showed me too. If you will die.
Why are people so freaking resistant to Discord?
Maybe they're PlayStation?
Maybe.
To PlayStation Go. It's not a barrier to entry. People just don't want to, I suppose.
People don't want to what?
Join Discord.
Well, I mean...
It's okay.
can you blame people?
Hello, Quality. What's up? Well, I feel like I can't, Bristol. I would like to, but I can't, you know? Maybe one day I'll be like, fuck this game! And then I'll just do it, and they can ban me, but... I don't know. There's, if there was a way to, like, run 2 instances, but I don't think my computer can handle that. That's probably how you would have to do it, maybe? But I don't know. Definitely hearing things. Okay. So Timothy, it helps with callouts. You don't have to talk at all. It's literally for me to just be able to do callouts and stuff because stream has a delay, and so just listening to me on stream is not really helpful. It'll probably confuse you more than anything. So the Discord is there so that if anyone needs active callouts, if you don't need all that, then that's fine. That's cool. But for this, it's kind of like people will join or they won't, whatever. For regular, like 8-man MTQniversity, I do prefer everyone in Discord just because it makes it all easier. But for this, it's I've come to recognize that 24-man is kind of like people will just do whatever. We can put it in Alliance chat. It's right there. I'll post it again. I have to copy it off of Blitz because if I try to copy it off my own Discord, it doesn't work. Someone explain that to me. Can't. What is the level cap? 100. Off. It's like no one likes our group, our Alliance A. No one wants to heal with Mistech. Maybe that's what it is. They're like, oh, it's her. I don't want to suffer tonight, is what they're saying. Because I look at this, I'm like, oh, we only need one person, and then I forget that our group is not full. And this UI is just so garbage that I don't like it. I wish I could see everyone all together at once. Like, this window should show Alliance A too. You know, it should show the whole Alliance. But, what do I know? The mobile UI elements? I don't even think I've seen those. But the fact that they're potentially better kind of makes me mad. There's a lot of like ancient systems, I think, that have been left over from 1.0 that just absolutely need something, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword because the man hours that they spend fixing shit like that is, you know, time they take away from giving us actual content, so I am torn. Hello, Zesh. Did you hear? Were you here for that? I don't remember. But you logged in for nothing? What do you mean? Oh, because we had someone join our group? I mean, if you wanted to, you could join in Group B, but not necessary. Yeah, I mean, it's also late, so I'd get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna switch to Scholar, though, if they want to White Mage. No problem. Feel better. Feel better. All right, Discord one more time. Let's see. Create. Nope, I can't even create the invite. I'm just gonna copy from over here. Hold on. Do do ba da da da. You must have missed it. Oh, we had some yogurt licking happen on stream. It was volatile, literally. I'm sure you saw it. No, you didn't see? Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
It was awful. It wasn't bad for you. For me,
It was hilarious for me.
quality content. Ugh. Nightmare fuel. I'm gonna get like gross sweaty thinking about it. Someone gif it.
Did you not ever post a clip or anything?
I put a clip
just hear
in
what I said?
Discord,
This is
but,
what happens
I
once you
think
start
Yuna was
licking
editing
lids.
all of them together.
Everything in your life goes wrong.
We're never gonna
I
see it.
mispronounced Jip.
Well, she said it was like 9 minutes long.
Oh yeah, it's long. I'm sure Yuna can post it for you.
8 minutes of hemming and hawing, 30 seconds of gagging. The rest
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, sounds like my Friday night. All right.
And you didn't even invite me over. What the hell?
I chose the wrong outfit. I'm very hot already. And I can't take it off because I'm wearing a non-stream friendly tank top underneath. I would have to go upstairs and fully change.
Does Twitch have a dress code?
Yes.
Wow.
Since when?
I mean, it's there. Call it a hot tub stream and you'll be fine. Yeah. Let me just get a tub and some water. Little floaties. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Cloud of Darkness, hot tub, same thing. I mean, yeah, if she's allowed to wear that on stream, why can't I wear that on stream? Have you seen the E9S Cloud of Darkness? That's basically what I'm wearing underneath this. Except less tails. Okie dokie. Let me wait until everyone's out of the cutscene and then I'll do like a quick phase 1-ish rundown.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Me too.
Me
Don't
three.
be nervous. Don't be nervous, guys.
Yeah, I'll kill
You
you
got
and
this.
then the nerves will disappear because you'll be like, ah, well.
This bitch again.
Literally. This. I can't get my stupid. Where are you? Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna mark up, or actually, in your alliances, if you guys don't mind marking up your healers 1 and 2. This will help with determining like party groups within your alliance and where people will stack for any time we need to stack on healers. You can use the other waymarkers too. Or not waymarkers, the signs, whatever they're called. Like these ones and stuff. Alright, if you don't like that number, just go ahead and adjust. But, okay, so if we can have the alliance split into 2 and stack on a healer. So 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS in each group. Perfect. The way that the phase 1 mechanics kind of work is that they're all kind of random, but they happen in a specific pattern. So they'll like clump together and happen. So we can kind of tell what's going to happen based on what first happens. But it is random, and you will see kind of various renditions of it. So I'll kind of run down what we can potentially see, but we may not see all of these in the first phase in one go. You just kind of have to expect everything. So what we're doing right here with the light parties, this is for the potential healer stack. Anytime you see that, we'll always have like the group 1 healer slightly closer to the boss, the group 2 healer slightly away from the boss. That way you don't overlap each other. Alliance A will always be a bit towards the left. Alliance B will be towards the middle, and Alliance C will be towards the right, relative right. The waymarkers that we have down will look like this. And if you notice, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, they're kind of like in a corner sort of configuration. If we get flares, which are your very typical gray, super scary arrows on 3 people, there's going to be 1 person per alliance that gets it. It is completely random who gets it, not at all set. So just be prepared. If it's on you, you are going to go to the waymarker associated with your alliance. So Alliance A flare, obviously to the A waymarker, and so on, Bravo and Charlie. Anyone that is not flares will be directly underneath the boss's face, underneath her chin. It is very high damage. So if by chance the flares are not in the corners, or if we're slightly too close, like the group stack is too close to one of the flares, we will die. So be very careful where you stand for that, especially. And if you are a flare, make sure you move as soon as you can to that corner that you're supposed to. There is also like a wild charge mechanic where the tanks in each alliance will have to be directly in front of everyone. This is kind of like a body check where if both tanks are not in front, you will die. If you're missing anyone in the group, the damage is so high that you will probably die. So just be ready for all of that. Always have your tanks in front and always stack behind your tanks. And tanks, you guys will need to pop like mini cooldowns and stuff just to survive through all that. And again, for that, Alliance A a little to the left, B in the middle, and C towards the right a little. You don't want to overlap. There's like a gaze attack that happens from the boss and also from these like eyeball ads that will spawn on the outside of the platform. So anytime I yell for that, just look somewhere that, you know, isn't one of those things. I'm trying to think of all the little mechanics before I explain like the main hand thing. Yes, before I say that actually. There will be clouds on the outside that will just zoop out laser beams directly in front of them, and they happen in like a sequence of 4 laser hits, and for that you just kind of look to see what is lighting up, get out of the way, wait for it to explode, and then move into that lane to kind of avoid the rest of the laser beam explosions. They just shoot out directly in front of them, so you kind of see the pattern and then adjust as necessary. The boss herself will do either an arrow attack or a death attack. And these are essentially the opposite of each other. So arrow is a blue circle right in the center of the platform that will knock you away. And for both of these, you want to stay away from the center no matter what. But arrow, you just kind of position your body towards one of the corners so you don't get knocked off, but out of the middle. And then death is kind of the opposite, where you kind of want to start in a corner. She's going to suck you in to try to hit you with a circle in the middle. And then once that circle disappears in the middle, she'll do a donut attack. So you kind of, like if you've done Scath, I think it is, very similar to that, where she'll suck you in, try to hit you with the doom, and then do a donut. So you wait for the attack to blow up, and then you run into that circle to avoid the donut right after. If you do get hit by Doom, which any of these mechanics that will hit you, or not all, but most of these mechanics will apply Doom on you. The Doom itself is 3 seconds. It's very quick and very annoying for healers to cleanse. So you want to very much not get hit by it if you can avoid it. But it can be Asuna'd if you do get doomed. Just be ready to start rezzing people, because if a lot of people get doomed all at once, it is physically impossible for healers to get everyone cleared. So just be careful. For both of those attacks, the death and the arrow, if she casts N arrow or N death, like you see the 2 letters EN before in the cast bar, that means she's just storing it for later. So she's not going to immediately cast it at the end of the cast bar. She's just going to store it later. But I will call all that out so you don't have to like think or memorize. I can just do it for you. Okay, so the main mechanic, well, not really main, but like important mechanic that happens throughout the entire phase here. At the very beginning of the phase, she's going to target every single person with a tether. in 2 rounds. So each round will have a different animation, I guess, from the boss herself based on how her hand looks. You will notice that when you're tethered, she will either have her palm up and you can see like the inside of her palm, or she'll have the back of her hand visible to you and you're looking at her backhand or whatever. So what this does is, depending on what her hand looks like when you are tethered, she'll give you a debuff that at the end of that timer will cause a hand to spawn. And the hand will spawn either in front of you or behind you based on like that initial hand position from the boss. So that sounds like a lot, but the way that I like to just easily remember this is if you see the front hand, you are dodging forward to avoid it. If you see backhand, you're going to be dodging backwards as soon as it appears, just to dodge your hand. So you'll see that with more clarity once we actually see it, but that's basically the theory behind it. So we will use that raid plan. We don't really need it until the second phase, so you can pull that up if you want to, but don't worry about like looking at it if you get easily overwhelmed. Like, not a huge deal. We're just going to do like phase 1, and we're probably going to have to do phase 1 multiple times until we at least see all of the renditions of all the mechanics. So just do your best. We'll keep practicing. We might do like one version super good and then like wipe to the next one because it's completely different. Not a big deal. Phase 1 will take a few tries to like fully get good at, and then once we start seeing phase 2 more consistently, we can stop and talk about that then, just so I don't overwhelm anyone. But does anyone have questions? I know that I spoke a lot and there was a lot of crap there, but oh yeah, there's tank swaps. So in this mini phase, tanks in all of alliances, you guys are getting targeted by auto attacks that will start building a debuff on you. You ideally want to evoke off of each other around 3 to 4 stacks. Just the higher the stack, the more impossible it gets to heal through you or heal you through it. So just keep an eye on your co-tank and obviously swap when necessary. She also does kind of like a left, right, or get away from her cleave ability. And I'm going to use the 1 and 2 way markers to call out, or I'll just scream out like get away, get away, get away. And you just have to get like super far away from her hitbox to avoid that hit too. Polaris Waters, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Okay, let me do a ready check. This is for questions or if you're unsure. Okay, never mind. Thank you. And if everyone is good to go, we can probably just pull. It's very much like a fight where you kind of have to see it all and practice it all before you can like truly progress. So don't worry about like wiping. Don't worry about like fucking shit up. It's gonna happen. But if you do have questions, do not be afraid to ask, because we can definitely guide you through whatever is necessary.
Food check.
Yes, good call.
Anju, let us know when you're ready.
Yes, Jub, you will be. And no worries. Wow, that's a cute emote. Is that just a Twitch emote? That's cute. La 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 la. All right, so we're gonna start off with some of the left, right, or get away. All right, it's left side. We'll go to the 1 1 1 1 1 one side. This is away. You want to definitely get away like really far. It's really obnoxious for melee, but beautiful. We're gonna have an AoE blast next. This is gonna have a bleed associated with it. It lasts about 15 seconds, so you just kind of have to heal through it. And we're also changing the platform to the phase 1 platform. And get ready. Tanks, this is where you have to start looking at each other, making sure you provoke off of each other at around 3 or 4 stacks. And right here is where everyone gets tethered. So if you're currently actively tethered, you will have backhands to deal with. You're going to be dodging backwards. If you are actively tethered now, this is front hand, palm. You're going to be dodging by running forward through your hand. On the sides, you can see the clouds. We've got laser beams forming. Get away from the glowy bits, and once they start to explode, you can move into those lanes because they will be safe once they explode. Get ready for first big mechanic. It's flares. Everyone that is flared, go to your Reliance Waymarker. Anyone else is in the middle underneath her boss or underneath her chin. Get ready for healer stacks. Stack with your assigned group here. All right, not bad. Number 2 area, number 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Your hands are about to go off, so remember what you were. I don't remember what I was. What was I? Backwards? Yeah. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Arrow is stored, thank you. Everyone look away from the boss, look away from eyeballs, just look away. I can res in 2 seconds. Alright, to the number 1. Everyone use your knockback immunity if you have it here. Use knockback. We're gonna get a knockback from the center. Stay out of the center. Okay, more hands. More laser beams. It's kind of cursed, be careful. I'm gonna try to hard res if I can, but we might be slowly wiping very soon here. More hands to deal with. This is away from the middle. Get away. We're getting sucked in. So you can see kind of the circle spawn here. You avoid it until it goes away, and then you move into it to avoid the donut. Alright, AoE blast here, and we will probably die right here, but that's great. We saw the entirety of phase 1. We obviously did not see all those mechanics I talked about, but that is one version of phase 1 that we can see. This right here is the beginning of phase 2. Don't worry about this yet, because we'll talk about this once we get through phase 1 a little more clean. But yeah, you can kind of see just a little preview of what's to come. We're gonna die instantly here, so I'm just gonna run up.
Do you want us to continue on, or do you just want us to wipe?
We can wipe here, now that we've seen it. We didn't talk about phase 2. I'm sure some people know it, but there's also people that don't know phase 2, so I'll wait until we're consistently getting into it somewhat cleanly.
Okay. Alright, that's fair.
Okay. So, I think the major thing that is starting to or was getting people was probably the hands. But now that you've seen it, does it make more sense what I was talking about, where you just have to kind of memorize what you're tethered to at the beginning and remember that for when your debuff timer starts to run out? So you'll notice that you get the countdown over your head. As soon as you see that, you know to get away. Ideally, you want to handle your hands away from the center of the platform, away from anyone else. What I like to do personally is I just literally run to an edge and then turn my character either front or back, depending on what I'm expecting to dodge, and then try to make the hand spawn in such a way that is the least impactful on the platform itself. But you can choose how to do that, whatever works for you, as long as you're out of the way and you're trying not to clip other people. Because anyone that gets hit by a hand will get that doom debuff, and if we get multiple people, again, we're just going to start losing a ton of people. Also, part of the snowball there is if tanks die, the auto attacks will apply to the other alliances. And so we start getting those stacks going up super, super high, and it makes it just impossible to heal eventually. So res priority, if you need to, definitely get your tanks up first, and then tanks, once you're up, make sure you are 1 and 2 threat inside of your alliance so that, you're not auto-attacking random people. But aside from that, I think generally, I know some people got lost to the knockback and whatever, but again, that's just practice, you'll get it. Were there any crazy mechanics that completely went over anyone's head? Or if you just don't fit?
The side clouds got me first.
Yeah, so for that, most of the time, it's just a group of 2 that will laser beam, and then there's a gap and then a third one. Sometimes it's all 3 next to each other, which makes it a little harder to dodge. But I essentially just turn my camera as they spawn. I look for the first laser beams, and then I run to the lane next to that first set of lasers. As soon as that blasts, I move into that set, and then as soon as the second one blasts, I then move into that lane. And then that usually that is enough for you to be safe for the rest of them. And then you're kind of just preparing mentally and preparing yourself, your character, to handle whatever the big mechanic is coming after, because usually that's followed by either the hands going off or one of the big mechanics the flare or whatever.
So
but I'll call that out.
See the orbs, look for the section that doesn't have the orbs from the clouds.
That's right. they're all gonna shoot out directly like straight in front of them. So what I like to do is I just run to whatever the lane is that's like not lit up right next to it, and then once the lit up lane blasts or explodes, whatever, then I can move into that lane because I know it's safe. They'll only shoot once, so you kind of have to like, you'll recognize the movement. It's kind of like a, once you find like the safe starting point, you kind of like rotate in like a mini kind of clockwise or counterclockwise, like just in a circle around the safe lanes until you're safe. But that'll come with practice, like once you see it more, I guess. And if all else fails, you can follow like number one healer, this number one. Well, that's not a guarantee because I probably will kill you at some point, but you can always use me as someone to just like follow for that until you get the motion down or what to look for down. Any other questions? Because we can go ahead and just pull again.
And then you said after the lanes go off, then we have to remember which hand we got.
Yeah, so the hands are actually, so even though you get tethered kind of at the same time as everyone else, like either in the first hand tether or the second tether set, your timer specifically for each and every one of you is going to be different. You will be clumped with other people, but it's not necessarily going to be the same as like your entire alliance or anything like that. So you have to basically just like look at your debuff. You can see the timer, how much time you have left, or be aware when it's above your head counting down that you only have 5 seconds to kind of position yourself. But it is random-ish, kind of like it's a set timer like for all the groups, but it is completely random and it will be different each time you do it. So what I tend to do is I'll look at it when it first spawns on me, just so I can like generally see how much time I have. And if it's like a really long number, then I don't even think about it. And if it's very short, then I know like I'm up probably in the first round or whatever. And then you kind of just like learn to expect it in a sense. And as we do the mechanics more and you kind of sort of see like the clumps of mechanics and how they occur randomly, you can start to time it in your head. Okay, it's going to be after this mechanic that I have to do my hand. But I'll definitely call out the hands a little bit better.
There are visual and audio cues when your hand is about to go off. It'll start ticking down, like almost like a countdown sound. Yeah. And you'll have like the blinking dots counting down above your head to 1.
To me, it kind of sounds like a heartbeat almost. So you can listen to that.
Yeah, that's the warning sound too. But yeah. I've got both. It's kind of like the 5 seconds to pull countdown sound, but also the heartbeat.
The heartbeat is when you get the heavy applied on you. And that's like your cue to start moving your character to dodge the hand because it's about to spawn. And if you're a forward-facing hand, like if you're a forward dodge, it's super easy because you just press W and you dodge it naturally. The backhand is a little harder because you do have to wait for the hand to actually spawn. And you might like screw yourself up with server ticks and stuff if you turn too quickly, because then it'll just spawn on the other side of you. Like it'll spawn relative to your character behind you. So I like to just wait on that one and then move as soon as I see it, and it's usually fine. All right, let's do one more at each. Okay, where we're going. Aslan likes to pull. But I think we're good on questions, and if you need something clarified, just let us know. We might see something completely different in this phase, so we'll see. What's up, Elk? 111, left side, 1. Oops, I just took a screenshot. LOL. This is away. I love all the greedy melee. I respect you. Alright, AoE blast here. We're gonna have that bleed that lasts for a little bit. And tanks will start to look for their stacks. And here come the hand tethers. I'll call them out. If you're actively tethered, this is backhand. So you will be dodging your hands backwards when your timer's done. If you're tethered in this round, this is front hand. You're dodging forward at the end of your timer. All right, get ready for cloud lasers from the sides. We will have flares again, so this is the same pattern as the first time. If you are flared, please go to the corner, everyone else in the middle. stack with your healers. Remember to split.
Shoot, I wasn't in the middle.
That's okay. 222. Sorry, this is super late. I was trying to res. Okay, hands are coming. I was backhand, right? Oh, I fucked up. Whoopsies. I like how I said, oh, this is backhand, right? And then immediately turned around. Look away from the boss. Look away from the eyeballs on the edges. Get to the number two, and this is where you use your knockback immunity. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, this is so hectic because I'm dead. Callouts are bad. Here are laser beams. You dodge them in the same manner as before.
Did you stand at that?
I did. I ran right into it. Here is knockback. So put your back to a corner.
Oops, didn't realize the clouds came back out.
Yeah, so the clouds will always be, like it'll always do it twice. And then the mechanics in between are kind of the random whatever. There's like certain like static mechanics at specific times that you'll come to recognize as kind of like there every single time, regardless of what the pattern is. And then there's the thingies that are in between that are always different. All right, we can actually wipe here. If we don't jump off, the boss will kill us instantly in about 5 seconds. All right, sorry for that. That was really bad on my part because I died like right away and then just couldn't recover because it was so awful. But how are people handling their hands and all that? Any issues? As long as you generally know like what you should be doing, even if you don't like fully execute right away as we practice, like keep in mind this is our second pull, so it's totally okay to still be fucking it up or whatever. But as long as you're not like completely confused, we should be fine to just pull again. And if anyone needs like clarification, please let me know. But I think at this point it's probably best to just pull and see it as much as possible. That time was the exact pattern that we had the first time, so hopefully she gives us something different here so that we can practice that too. But we'll see what we get.
Someone's got a question on flares.
Oh, on flares? Yep. You're back on B button, if you were on B and you were Alliance B flare, that is correct. You were awesome. And if you die there, someone else fucked up. Like maybe someone else was super close. This is one, by the way. Thank you. Perhaps someone was like slightly too close to you, like one of the other flares, or maybe you didn't have a shield. You know, like it could be any one of things. But away from the boss, as long as you with the flare is at B, you are correct. You did great. And it could be any number of things that may have happened there. So I didn't actually see, but I'll keep an eye out closer this time around. It could also be that you were perhaps late. That could also be an issue, but we'll talk about that later. All right, this is front hand. If you are actively tethered, this is front. You are dodging forward at the end of your timer. If you are tethered right now, this is backhand. So remember back, and you're dodging towards the back. Laser clouds are incoming. Just move away from the glowy sides and get ready to dodge into those areas once they shoot. First big mechanic is coming. Get ready.
But please.
This is a pull in. Get away from the center. Go to a corner. Away from that circle. As soon as the circle explodes, move in. And avoid the donut. Woo, we got a lot of dooms. Ooh, I can't do it fast enough. I'm sorry. Also, I'm in the middle. I apologize. Trying so hard to, Asuna. All right, this is the wild charge. So Alliance is split up. Tanks in the front. Big heals here. One more hit. All right, next set of hands. More laser beam from the clouds. Second round. Slightly cursed, that first set. There's just a 3 stack there. Please vote off of Blitz. Go to number 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and use your knockback immunity here. Knockback immunity if you have it. Stay out of the center. That's unfortunate. Flares are incoming. Flares are incoming. If you are not flared, be underneath the boss. Alright, one more AoE, or next round of hands, and then an AoE blast to end the round. Big AoE blast here.
Vote, please.
Already did.
Thank you.
Alright, not bad. Decent. Alright, so roughly Group A to the west, Group C to the east, and Group B are kind of in the middle, but don't worry about anything here. We're gonna wipe just because we haven't talked about it yet. I'm still inclined to kind of not explain it yet, just because I feel like we're not fully decent on the first phase. We did well, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if we're ready for like a whole-on discussion of this phase yet. I guess you can look around to see what's up, and then when I do explain it, you'll have like an idea of what exactly is happening. Okay, we're snowballing a little here, but that's okay. You can see towers, stock towers, lots of shit happening. All right, let's write. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, phase 1, again, I think it's just like the practice for all that stuff. We recovered really well from the deaths in phase 1, which is, I think, what led us to phase 2 with everyone alive, which was awesome. Mechanic-wise, again, if there's anything, let me know. Oh, so what I was talking about with the flares last time, there is a chance that if you are late to your flare position, even though you, on your screen, your body looks like you're right on the waymarker, your game might have registered you much further. And because the flares are so unforgiving in their proximity damage, you could have maybe been slightly too close to someone else. Again, I didn't see what happened, so this is just me speculating, but that's also something that could have happened that first time, or that second time, whatever. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull, and then if we do see phase 2 here, then we will definitely talk about phase 2 before we're next pull. Two side, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. One side, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Big AoE blast and platform transition. Alright, tanks, make sure you're watching for stacks on your co-tank. Here come tethers. This is backhand. If you're actively tethered right now, you will be dodging backwards. Second round of tethers, this is palm, front hand. You will be dodging forward. First set of cloud lasers. Find the glowy bits and get away from them. Get ready for big mechanic right after this. It is knockback, knockback. Be kind of near the center with your back to a corner. Not in the center though. Yeah, beautiful. Get ready for hands. We are storing arrow for later. This is the wild charge. Be behind your tanks. Make sure you are stacked. Next set of hands. What was I? Back? Please tell me I'm back. Please tell me I'm back. Woo! Oh, I was not back. Oh wait, I was back. Was I? I don't even know.
Next
Laser beams again.
lasers.
We're heading to number 1 after this. Number 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Use your knockback immunity here. Knockback immunity. We've got a knockback coming from the middle. Get out of the middle. Next set of hands. Flares are incoming. Get ready. If you have flare on you, go to your corner. Otherwise, be in the middle. Last round of hands. AoE blast. If you're rezzing, be careful not to move until you are healed. Excellent. Okay, we're definitely going to start talking about phase 1. Alrighty, so rough positions. Alliance A west, Alliance C east. Group B kind of in the middle. If you pulled open that raid plan from the beginning, actually, before we talk about that, you will see Atomos on the outside here. Make sure you are killing them. They have very little health, so as long as everyone like targets them with 1 GCD, they will die instantly, and it's awesome. Don't worry about the slow wipe here. We're definitely gonna wipe. I'm not healing. You'll notice on the east and west outside, you obviously have like the E9S version of Cloud of Darkness, where she's got like her little tendrils and the glowing orbs around them, the tails, I don't know what you want to call them. But, and then in the middle, we have the platforms that will break if you stay too long on them. And of course, here are the soak towers. You'll notice the circles inside the soak towers that shows you how many people require or are required to be in those towers to keep them from exploding. And then if we see it, the boss will do either a cross attack here or a donut. This is the cross attack, so we would have to get off of the platforms and go to the ring section just to avoid it. All right, don't worry about all that though. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm gonna post the raid plan again, and all you have to look at is the second page. Hold on 1 second. Does anyone have it before I scroll to oblivion? There you go, thank you. All right, so if you look at page 2, I'm gonna also put down markers that kind of help with the explanation here. Okay, so what this page 2 of this raid plan is showing is basically just the where everyone is going. So if you remember from your light parties, you are either in group 1 or group 2, and then depending on what role or class you play, whatever, you are melee, tank, or healer. So hopefully everyone knows which of these things they are. So to break down, 6 people from Alliance A, which is everyone except the off tank and off healer, will be going west where the alpha is here. Same thing with Alliance C. The 6 of you will be directly east, except for your off tank and your off healer. The off tank and off healer from those 2 groups will go at the 1 and the delta kind-of-ish, whatever, the southeast, southwest. And group or Alliance B, you guys will be in the northeast, northwest, split in half basically, and then the ranged from group B will join in the south, the 2 tanks and healers. Does everyone understand that? Does everyone know where to go at least? You don't have to know what to do there yet, but at least do you know where to run when the platform is transitioning? If you don't, just tell me who you are, what your name is, and I will tell you exactly where to go. The link is not...
I'm sorry. Do you think you could repeat it again?
Sure. Did you get the link open?
I did, but I just see nothing. Like, it's not working
weird
on my screen.
Okay, well then, just for these waymarkers, they're kind of like a rough relative position of where we'll be on the platform. So for you specifically, because you're ranged, right, in our group, I think?
Yeah, red mage.
Yes, so you will be, wait, are you in group 1? You're group 1 with me, right, I think, from what I remember? From the healers party stacks? Okay, so you will be with us over, oh yeah, no, I'm dumb. You're in Alliance A. For some reason I thought you were in B. Okay, so you would be over here with us on Alpha, or like the far west platform, and we're gonna be around that mini boss that spawns there. And that's it. You just run over here. I'll explain our positioning on the east-west slightly more in depth in a second. But just for the transition and like the big AoE blast that happens, you want to just run with me basically and Azim, and we will be dealing with the mini boss on this west side here. Does anyone else not know where to go? We're missing a ranged person here from group B. And maybe one from here? No, okay. You guys are good. You guys are good. Wonderful. Okay, lovely. So everyone knows at least where to go. Step 1 complete. There is a lot of AoE damage in this transition. Every phase transition has like the bleed associated with it, so just be ready for big heals there. Okay, so as we're here and we're healing up from that damage, the Atmos are spawning on the outside ring. There's 4 total. And like I said, you just want to kill them immediately. Super fast, because they will start to kill people if they are left alive. So just target them. Melee, don't worry about them. Just let ranged handle them. Don't run out there. It's not worth. Just like I said, they have very little health, so it's just like a couple GCDs from like 3 people and they're dead. Okay, there will be another AoE blast from the boss, so just get ready to heal from that. And I'm gonna explain the Alpha and Charlie positions first. Group Bravo, you guys, and like anyone in the middle has it like super easy here. The main thing for you guys in the middle is to understand that the tiles that you're on, you have to be on your own tile. So if you actually go to page 3 in that raid plan, you can see exactly which tile is yours and where you stand. You have like a good 40 seconds before you have to like refresh your tile so that it doesn't dump you. But for the most part, that's where you're standing for the entire time, almost, until you have to refresh, and you're just chilling there and doing your shit. But for those of us on Alpha and Charlie, the East-West, we have a lot harder shit to deal with. So, very first thing, for those of you that did E9S, it's similar to that. If you have not done E9S, basically what the mini boss does is you'll notice she has like 2 tails coming off of her. And depending on which tail is glowing with like an orb on it, will show you what her attacks are going to be. She will do like a half room cleave. So if you see like the left side of her glowing, you'll know to expect an attack from the left side. Right side glows, same thing. She can glow on both sides. It doesn't have to be like left and then right then left, whatever. It can be left. It can be right. So just be very like aware. You have to just look for yourself on each side, because I cannot call both groups. I can't see both groups. So this is kind of like a personal thing. If you are directly East or West, Alliance A or C, you have to look at your mini boss. You have to see which is coming. If you have someone that's like a super fast typer in your party, you can just have them type out what the pattern is. If that helps people, I'll leave that up to you. On my side, I'll probably talk it out, or at least like give you the beats of the mechanic, because it's 3 things that happen. But we'll figure it out as we go. So the main thing though for that mini boss is the left and right mini phase, or sorry, half room cleaves, potentially the left, right, whatever. But she will also do an attack that will either do partner stacks, like target 3 closest players that have to be shared damage, or she'll do every single person will get targeted by a line attack. So it's a spread mechanic or a partner stack mechanic for those 2 alliances. For Group B, you can literally go AFK during this, because you don't have to do any of this. Yet, at least.
For 40 seconds, then you fall.
That's true. You will eventually have to, so you can kind of listen. But for right now, not really. Okay. So for us around the Alpha and the Charlie markers, we basically needed to determine spread positions. The tank will always be north, the healer will always be south, and then the DPS, you guys have to spread on the outside only. You cannot spread on the inside of the boss, because then we will cleave the people, to the other side of the boss, the platform, whatever. So let's go ahead and do that on either side, just so everyone kind of knows where to be when it's spread. And literally, I just need you all to kind of just spread around this half of the boss, just so you're not cleaving each other. It's not a cone attack, so you don't have to be like worry too much about like being too far, too close, whatever. As long as you're separate like that, where you're not cleaving each other, you have more room here too. You can also come down a little. Yeah, that's good. So our side is good. How's east side? East side's good? Perfect. Love it. All right. So this is, if I call for spread, this is how we spread no matter what. It will always be on the outside. So always, like for Alliance A, we'll always be on like the left side here. Alliance C, you guys are always spreading on the right side there, just so that you don't cleave the rest of the raid across the room. We're always spreading on that side. Now, if it's partner stacks, basically what we're going to do is the DPS closest to the healer, so Hecate, you're with me, Shuri, you're with Azim, and then Mia and Aino on our side will TD together, and then you guys can collapse over on the east side as well, where you just kind of like come in together. And the way the partner stack works is she will target the 3 closest players to her with a shared damage. So basically the tank and healer and one of the side DPS in the east or west, one of you just choose to be, if you have a melee there, awesome, be on the hitbox, and then your partner can be like a couple steps behind just so you don't cleave each other, or rather so you don't bait double stacks on each other.
If you've done X3 with us, think of it as kind of like how you would place your cock.
Sure. Azim just wants to think about the cock. It's okay. We understand.
It's true. One track mind.
So biggest thing, the huge difficulty of this beginning part of the phase is identifying the like left, right, and then like either the stack or spread. So, I don't know if I mentioned, but spread is a giant glow around her whole body right in the center. And then if you see both of her tails at the same time, tiny orbs on the tips of her tails glowing at the same time, that is the partner stack mechanic. So again, you do have to watch for that personally and be ready for it. You have to do all 3 of those mechanics before you adjust to move in for towers. Towers will appear as you're doing all these dodges and like the partner or whatever spread. However, they don't explode until after all 3 go off. So the timing is you just do whatever the boss mechanics are, and then afterwards you then adjust into the towers. And the way that we'll do towers is if they spawn north and south, literally the same way, like the DPS closest to the south will go to the south tower, DPS closest to the north will go to the north tower. And then if we need to, from that north and south default position, if we need to, because they spawn east-west, we'll just rotate clockwise. So the south group will go to the west, north group will go to the east, and that will be where you are assigned to grab the stack. Now, for the middle, literally very simple. You will be, if you open that raid plan, if you have access to it, you are shown exactly what tile you stand on the whole time while group A and C are doing their shit. And it's very simple for you guys. Like if you click through the raid plan, you can actually, it shows you exactly what you need to do and how you need to refresh, but we probably won't even get there. We might wipe before all of that. So I won't overwhelm with too much too much information, because this already is a lot of info for everyone. So why don't we just try it and see where we fuck up, and then we can discuss it. But as long as people generally know where to go, where to spread or like partner stack on the sides, and then where to stand, like what tile is theirs in the middle, we should be okay to at least prog from that point. Any questions? I know that was a ton of damage, or damage, I say damage, damage to your brain with all the knowledge, but it was a ton of info, so if there's something that's slipped by you, just let us know. Zebby, thank you for the sub. Oh yeah. So sorry, I just noticed a line chat right now. If the voice channel that we're in actively, where you see Party Finder Extravaganza at the very, like the title of it, right next to it is a little chat bubble. If you click on that, that will open the text version of this chat, and you can see where people have posted the pictures that we're talking about if you can't get that raid plan to work. Okay, ready check. Oh, sorry, yeah, let's doubly check, make sure people know. Range 2. You are ranged 1. Yes, so you will be with the group in the southwest, right? Is that the understanding? Awesome, okay. Yes, refresh your food if you ate it at the beginning only once. Okay, let's do it. There's still a phase 1 version we haven't seen yet, so be prepared for alternatives. But I believe in us. Is this fun for people? I like how you asked that. Are you having fun right now? But yeah, it is fun for people. It's super fun for me. I greatly enjoy it. But I also do a lot of the talking, and I'm like hyper involved. Away. Some people don't like it because it's like, they just feel like it's too much. Which is understandable, you know, like no one's gonna force you to play a video game. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But I really, 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 really like the challenge of it. I feel like it is a really good level of difficulty for a 24-man, and I think that makes it exciting. Some people will disagree with that, and that is their right, but I like it. Alright, tanks. Reminder to keep an eye on your co-tanks' stacks and provoke when necessary. Here come the hand tethers. This is backhand. If you are actively tethered in this first round, you are dodging towards the back at the end of your timer. If you are actively tethered here in the second round, this is front. Front hand, you will be dodging forward. Get ready for space lasers. Get ready for the first mechanic as well. Coming soon. Please vote off of Asm. We're getting pulled in, get in the middle. Wait for the explosion and move in. Oh, we're gonna lose a lot of people. Woo! We're stocking arrow for later. Wild charges, wild charges. Behind your tanks, separate. Okay, hands are going off. Run away if you need to. More lasers from the clouds on the edges. Get ready. We are running to 1 when it's safe. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 when it's safe. You can also use your knockback immunity here. Knockback is coming. Next set of hands. Flares are incoming. If you get flared, go to your corner. Otherwise, be underneath the bus. Ooh, this might be spicy. Alright. Somewhat survived. Hands going on. Why can't I res? Okay. AoE blast. Try to recover if you can. Alright. At least go to your spots, like what we talked about, your assigned positions here. Just make sure you're at least there, if you can, if you're alive. Make sure you kill the Atmos right away. And if you do anything at all here, especially on the outside edges, make sure you look at your mini-boss Cloud of Darkness and I at least identify the pattern. Alright, we got partner stacks on the west here. You can go to your partners. And we're safe on the left both time. Hey, towers. Or partner stacks rather, and then towers. Okay, not bad. That was really good. Our side was excellent. I did see we had some issues on the east, but that could be from like missing bodies, which is fine. But were people at least able to identify the orbs around the mini bosses? Or at least see what they look like, even if you didn't immediately understand them. Perfect on the southwest. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you did so well on your super easy job there, Blitz.
That's why I love off-tanking.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Now the thing is with these mini-boss patterns is, again, it's completely random, and this is where that difficulty comes in. Sometimes, like that for us, at least on the west, was a super easy pattern. It can be much harder than that, so don't let that kind of like lull you into a false sense of security, because it can be stupid sometimes, but you just have to like take it slow and not freak out. Yes, that's fair. So if you are on like a Bravo, I mean, basically any of the off tanks plus Group B, make sure you're evoking the boss in the center when we get to that phase. Okay, any glaring questions, or no? If not, we can go ahead and just practice again. AoE cleanse from, oh dude, AoE cleanse would be amazing. It's just, it makes it like it's so tight to just get 2 people cleansed as a single Asuna person. And sometimes you don't even get that second person if you get server ticked incorrectly. And it's so frustrating. If they literally had made the Doom debuff away, literally 1 second longer, it would be fine. But it's like extra hard. I mean, I guess the theory is that you shouldn't be getting hit to get Doom, like, to begin with, so I get it, but it's annoying. 2 side. It's just annoying to recover if, like, 3 million people get hit, you know? Alright, AoE Blast. Keep an eye on tank stinks. Yeah, tank stinks. Here come the hand tethers. It seems like everyone's doing hands really well, so that's good. This is palm. If you are currently actively tethered, you are dodging forward at the end of your timer. This is backhand. If this is your tether, you will be dodging towards the back at the end of your timer. Cloud laser beams. Big mechanic coming soon. It is flare. Get ready for flares. Dodge the laser beams though first. Alright, go ahead. Flares head off, and the rest of us can be underneath her. Oh, there's a flare underneath us. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay, where did I? That's okay. Sometimes it's hard to see right away if it's on you, especially if it's like a huge clump of people.
We
but
finally got
do your
partner
best.
stacks, or healer stacks too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the first time we've seen flare immediately, right? So this is the pattern that we did not see. So remember how I said we would wipe to all the patterns until we practice them? Yeah, no problem.
Hey, can I run to the bathroom real quick before we start?
No, you gotta hold it in. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
If anyone else needs a break, go ahead. You do a wiggle dance? I like the wiggle dance strat. It's superior. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about that flare. It will happen.
Like, it doesn't matter if you've run this thing 100 times, you're still gonna screw something up because we're human.
Yep. Imagine that. How dare you not be perfect? This is a video game.
Now, if this was WoW, you'd be kicked out of the raid already.
Gross.
Five subs to Ms. Tech and she'll cleanse you. Yeah, subs get priority cleanse access. Just kidding, I will never remember who subbed to be able to actually do that.
Whatever it is, we're 77 away.
You can, Zebby? Ugh, as I choke on my drink. I thought the flare just like snaps to someone else, but I could be wrong. But yeah, if you can do that, that's awesome. Good to know. Thank you for the tip. What's the next sub goal push incentive? Oh god. None. How about, listen, once all the gift subs drop off, if we retain 300, then I will do something. Although we still have giveaways and stuff to do, by the way. We're not done. We just haven't done them. I have other milestone giveaways that we didn't do. Like the yogurt lid was just like a haha, it's happening. But I definitely have some mount giveaways to do and some minion things to give away. So we'll do that on a special day. You didn't transfer to someone else. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, did I start a trend of everyone leaving to go to the restroom?
Yeah, but that's okay. Better all at once than like a trickle. Kind of like peeing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do giveaways while I build my shelf. That's a good one, actually, yeah. I still have not built it, so we might do that tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to do it during the day, though, so that I don't have to do it tomorrow. That way we don't cut into Marble Rivals.
This is fun, by the way. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Can't do it without people. Okay. One side, 111. Away, 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 away. AoE blast. Tanks, watch for your co-tank stacks and get ready for hand tethers. This is backhand. If you are actively tethered, you will be dodging behind you. This is front. If this is your tether, you will be dodging forward in front of you. Laser beams. Slightly cursed in the middle, be careful. Get ready for big first attack. It's a pull in, pull in. Get to the corner, watch the center circle, don't get hit by it, and then move into it once it disappears. Get in, get in, get in. Hands are resolving. Oh my god, I'm gonna die because I just got server tick. Oh, thank god. Whoever that was. Wild charges. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Get behind your bosses. Ooh, we're missing someone. Or we're slightly off center.
I think I took that alone.
Let's just reset. Oh, why did I accept this? It'll be pretty difficult to recover here, so we might as well just jump off and restart.
Shoot, I thought I had a backhand, but when I ran backward, it hit me.
If you move slightly too quickly with backhand, it turns your character around, which will then turn where it's spawning from. So for backhand specifically, you kind of have to like wait a little bit until you see it before you move. Just because I've killed myself that way.
I've found it easiest to just back up and not turn around. So as soon as like you get the heavy, just hit your S and start backing up.
As long as you don't have legacy controls, because if you have legacy controls,
Oh yeah, if you're using legacy, you're fucked. Sorry.
Well,
Oops,
sadly,
that's
I'm using controller.
So with that, you can lock on with like L3, and then you can move back and forward.
Away, away,
Okay,
away.
thank you.
One side, one. AoE blast. First tether is backhand. If you are actively tethered, you'll be dodging behind you. This tether is front. If you're currently tethered, you are dodging forward. Here come the space lasers. Get ready for first big mechanic. It will be flares. We'll wait. Alright, as soon as you can, get to your corner. Otherwise, come to the middle. Get ready for healer stacks. Healer stacks, spread. Get on your sign healer. Whoops, that was a waste. Get to number 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right under her hand. First set of hands, adjusting, or whatever, happening. Stacking death for later, or saving death for later. Look away from the boss and away from eyeballs.
Oh, that came late.
Go to number 1 again, or 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Use your knockback immunity here. Knockback immunity. This will be a pull-in. Stay out of the middle. Stay out of the middle. Go in as soon as it disappears. Hey, laser beams from the outside. I'm definitely on the wrong side. No, I'm not. We're good. Oh, now I'm on the wrong side. Fuck! More hands. Knock back. Put your back to a corner. Get out of the middle. Ouch. Ouch. Hard res on Minami, if I can get it. I should be able to res. Oh, I don't know. If you can get here in time, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, so much damage. Alright, do your best to kill Atmos. I'll get up. Shuri. There is another Atmos Northwest. Needs to be killed. Spicy. Alright, pay attention to your mini-boss. Adjust as necessary. We will be spread. So we can actually go ahead and spread right now. Everyone should be in their spread spot, at least on our side. Spread now, spread now. Remember, we're going clockwise for towers. Okay, not bad. So we went into that a little iffy, which makes it really difficult to kind of recover and go into Prague Point cleanly. So that was pretty good for how limping we were into that phase, so not bad. La 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 la. You think of the old Lemmings games? Yeah. I feel like when that happens, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like a big limp into that phase. You just know. Away from the boss, away. One. AoE blast incoming. Make sure you're watching tank stacks, invoking when necessary. Here come tethers. This first one is backhand. If you are actively tethered, you are backhand, dodging to the back. This is a front dodge. Get away from the glowy lasers. Get ready for first mechanic. right after this. We're getting pulled in, Get out of the middle. Once that circle disappears, move into it to avoid the donut. In. Okay, first set of hands, go for it. Oh, it's backhand, right? Backhand.
Sword arrow.
Wild charge, get to your tank sides, or tanks in front. Next set of hands. Another round of laser beams from the edges. Once it's safe, head to number two. Use your knockback immunity here. Knockback immunity, it's a knockback. Next set of hands.
Sea healers are down.
Alright, I'll help res. This is Flare. Last round of hands. If you're rezzing into this AoE, don't move until you are healed up. Okay, head to your positions. Kill the Atmos, please. Alright, very nice. Now pay attention to your mini boss and handle accordingly. We're gonna have partner stacks on our side after the first dodge. So we can actually go into partner positions here. Remember, one person slightly forward. You could have stayed on this side. So partner stacks do not have to be on the outside the way the spread was. And for that pattern specifically on our side, since she was doing the half room cleave on the left both times, we could have just stayed like on the right and just chilled there the whole time. But that's just like getting used to it and like recognizing it and seeing what you can do. The only important thing to be on that side is when it's spread, because the spread laser beam goes all the way across. But the partner stack is like a circle AoE that will target the three closest players. So as long as you're somewhat together, like in the safe spot, you should be good there. It was the same on the east? Yeah, so sometimes it is the same, but it's not always the same, which is really stupid, because I feel like if it was the same, I could just like call it out, but I can't. Makes me sad. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's so the way it works is it will target the closest three players, and as long as you are close with your partner, so we have those three players be on the hitbox with their partners just like a step back behind them, and as long as they're close to each other, they'll share the damage, but not also bait another one on top of them. Whew. Okay, so I have until midnight, which is only 40 minutes. So if people want to stick around, we can try to fill up and then just go for like half an hour, but that's not a lot of time, honestly, especially for new people coming in. So I'm also good to just call it here. I will be doing more throughout the week, so if you are interested in coming back or learning more or whatever, if you ever see me in Party Finder, feel free to join. Thank you for coming, though, everyone.
Do you know when you'll do it again?
So for sure Friday, unless... Well, tomorrow I said we would play like Marvel Rivals and stuff, so we might not be here tomorrow. But Thursday and Friday, the only thing that will keep me from doing that schedule is if I get snowed and lose power on Friday, which I hope won't happen. But I think Thursday, Friday. Friday for sure, Thursday maybe, but high chance.
Oh, what's the time on Friday?
I usually start my stream at 9 Eastern, and then, you know, like by the time we fill up and stuff, I think we kind of start around like 9:30-ish, anywhere between 9 to 9:30 Eastern.
Okay, awesome. I'll note it in my calendar so I can come back. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. See you then. It's supposed to be 9 p.m. Yes, that's right, but I am often late because I suck. Yeah, Rivals tomorrow, Elk. Absolutely. So I'm gonna try really hard to build my bookshelf during the day tomorrow so that I don't have to consume stream time or consume Marvel Rivals time. But yeah, if anyone in chat wants to join us for Rivals, just be here tomorrow. Licking yogurt. Ooh. Ugh. Build it on stream. I want to, but I also want to play video games on stream. Show us my carpentry IRL. I love building stuff. Like, you joke and you want to make fun of me for how I will build this, but I very much enjoy building furniture. It is a passion of mine. It's not a passion, but I like it. I don't get frustrated. I don't get mad. I like it. Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming, by the way. Obviously, it's a 24-man group that I have to fill, so literally everyone coming and showing up or whatever is highly appreciated, because we can't go without a full group, right? So, yeah, super fun. And again, if you would like to come back, be on the lookout. I have been doing this a lot. I am the best female gamer in 14. I disagree. But thanks, I guess. You see her build excuses for procrastinating her novel every day. Fuck! Get out of here! Get the fuck out! Literally. You know, with the goddamn meme earlier that's like, how to be an author. Write a book. And the guy crying. Then Elk. I mean, literally. I deserve it. Keep it coming. Beat me into submission because I literally have been very bad about my writing. So bad. So yes, keep bullying me until I actually go back to working on it. Ugh, buy some salve for that burn. Literally. Someone called a burn center. That's what real writers do. Yeah. Listen, if I had a way to just like, if I had a way to just extract what is in my head right now, I'd have like 17 books. Yay, Dub Dub! That's awesome. I feel like we're assuming the same targets. Yeah, that is probably my fault. So I know some healers will coordinate and they'll be like, here, I'll Asuna from the top and you go from the bottom. I'm not professional of a healer enough to do that. I'm a tank player, so I just do what I want. But yeah, if we do that next time and you prefer it that way, let me know. Feel free to suggest it too in your other groups if you go in the future, because that is usually how some healers do it. Ideally, no one's getting dooms, but sometimes you do get a ton of dooms, and you do have, like, if you get 4 people that are doomed and you're coordinated, you can probably save everyone. But sometimes the server ticks say otherwise. How many different book series have I penned so far? So I've completed 1. And I'm working on, well, okay. I've completed 1 book that's technically supposed to be 2 books, but it was only 1. And then I stopped writing. And then the thing I'm working on right now is I'm projecting to be 2 books. So, but it's technically, could be a series. Could be 3 books. Probably just 1. The amount of shit I have for book 1 though, is slightly worrying me, but this is also another procrastination tactic where I'm like, oh, maybe I need to split this one into 2 books, but that's literally just a procrastination method. Another one. But we'll see. You've never used Asuna. Literally, it's like they're teaching us new buttons by forcing us into chaotic. How long have I been playing 14? 11 years? 12 years? How old is A Realm Reborn? Or when did a Realm Reborn come out? Whatever. I never played in 1.0, so not as long as some other people, but I started in a Realm Reborn beta. So 12 years, I want to say. The vid in the meme channel about Asuna. Yeah, so what is that, 12 years? It'll be 13 years, I believe, this August, right? Is that right? $17 books and 2 movie deals. One Netflix adaptation, of course. Oh my gosh. So when I went to... Wait, did I tell you guys this? I don't think I told you guys. So, over the holidays, we had to go visit with, like, Braddock's bosses and stuff. First off, holy shit, this person's house. Literally. So right on the border of North Carolina, South Carolina, in the mountains. Beautiful house. Their view was to die for. Like, the only way it could have been better is if it was, like, a different mountain range, I guess. But very pretty, very beautiful. Like, their whole house is built to, like, take advantage of this view, basically. But anyway, his wife is telling me that their neighbors or something are, like, screenwriters. She's giving me all their secrets and all their, like, failures and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. But she seemed very, like, very cutesy, where she was, like, talking, like, I don't know. She seems, you know how there's, like, people that you know like to just gossip just for the art of gossiping, you know? She's definitely one of those people. So she was, like, giving me way too much information about her neighbors that I've never met in my life. But it was cute. And apparently they were working on whatever movie adaptation that fell through. And so now when I think of that, that's what I think of. Like, my brain just gets dragged to that memory of that woman telling me about her neighbors. And maybe one day I will be those neighbors with my failed Netflix deals. Gotta manifest the, what do you call it? The fail, because listen, if my movie deals are falling through, that means I've successfully stopped procrastinating, and that's all that matters. The rest, who cares? I don't give a shit about an actual movie adaptation. I just want to finish the book. Also, back in here, another Ms. Tech Yap session. When I bought the dishwasher, did I tell you guys that I bought also an induction range or whatever? They gave us like a super good like bulk deal for buying the 2. However, I've never used an induction range before. And I tried to make beef stew today. And I have this like internalized timing to my cooking, or I did, which no longer is applicable for this induction range, because I don't know if you've ever swapped from like electric regular glass top to like induction, where luckily our pots were already induction, so that was good. Didn't have to buy new pots because that would have sucked, but that would have like negated the discount that we got for the range to begin with, having to buy new pots, you know what I mean? Anyway, so when I put the oil in, because the way I make beef stew, I'll put oil in and I'll brown the meat in that oil and then do the stew on top of all that. Literally started it, put it to like medium heat, and I kid you not, within like 10 seconds, this oil was like hot as shit, ready to go, and I was not prepared. And so when I first dumped in my meat into this oil, which I thought was like, I know it's meant to cook faster, right? Like I have that in my head, right? Like I should be prepared for things to be just faster cooking, or like faster to heat up or whatever. And I thought I was prepared. I was not. I ended up burning my arm from like the oil splash because it was so hot. And also, I like hella browned the shit out of my meat, because instead of just having like a nice regular browning of the meat, I literally had like pieces of my stew beef that were like not burnt, but like almost burnt, like crispy, because the oil was just so hot. And now I have to like relearn all of these timings for the recipes that I normally cook, because I don't know, it's scary. It was very not charred. It was very seared, yes. And honestly, the beef stew ended up tasting perfectly fine. I was worried that I was gonna overcook the meat by accident because it was so high to begin with. It was just unexpected how quickly and how instantly the oil was like hot, you know? So yeah, it's just a learning curve that I was not expecting. So yeah, if you're ever looking to make the switch, it's a lot more than you bargained for, I think, originally. Use olive oil and clarified butter. Yeah, I like that. I've been using avocado oil a lot because of the higher smoke point or whatever it's called. It's been working really well. For my stew beef, though, I did use vegetable oil, and that heats up really quickly, I think. Comparatively, I guess. Clarified butter. That's ghee, right? You're talking about ghee? Is that what clarified butter is? Spores, I actually feel the same way. I'm like, I have infinite patience when it comes to other people screwing up and other people like dying or whatever. I have negative patience if it's me dying or me screwing up. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. Actually, it does make sense. I don't love myself, which is why I hate myself when it comes to me dying. But yeah, it's a thing. Don't worry. I think it's a human thing, honestly. Very frequently happens to a lot of people. Oh boy. Hey, now that we're done early. Oh, should I build my bookcase now? I'm not wearing socks, so maybe not. Do you like that? That's the thing stopping me. IKEA stream. It's not IKEA, it's Amazon random garbage. Can I build it in half an hour though? Because I told myself I need to go to bed at like midnight. I might be able to, honestly. It's a bookshelf. How hard could it be? It's what Jeff Bezos would want. Okay, well then let's not. Time for those giveaways. We'll wait until Friday, I think. Because Friday's like the big day. I want as many people here for it as possible. Non-IKEA branded, but still Chinese crap. Is it? Is IKEA? I thought IKEA was like from Sweden technically, or do they still import? I don't know. I don't think I've ever like paid attention enough to know. Now I'm wondering if I could have ordered a bookshelf off of TikTok Shop. And if that would have been cheaper. 1 second. Because I ordered it off of Amazon, and Amazon and TikTok Shop are very similar. So, let's see. 5-tier bookshelf. Oh my god, it's actually showing up. It has a lot of like the open shelving bookshelves. Oh, here's some like similar to what I got. I don't know if this is the same. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more open shelving, which I would do if I didn't already have like closed shelving to begin with. They're pretty cheap, but they're not that much cheaper than Amazon, honestly. They're very similar, so never mind. With my luck, it was made in Romania. Hey! There are a lot of good things to come out of Romania, okay? It's me. I'm talking about me. How did I get here? I like how when you exit or enter the map here, but you turn around, there's like nothing. But then when you go this way, you're at the gates. And yes, I understand that your character technically walks over there, blah, blah, blah. But that's one thing I don't like about this game. Just in general, the way it's instanced and then like not actually connected. I don't like that. I've never liked that since The Realm Reborn. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, so listen, if I stop here, perhaps I will write a bit. I'm sure I'll find a way to procrastinate. I don't know. Elk has me on a very strict schedule, so I need to not disappoint him. I've already disappointed him once. I need to keep it up. You like my optimism? It's called delusion. You can say it. Trying to find a way to trick my brain. Keep up what? Disappointing Elk? No, I don't want to continue disappointing Elk. That's the point. My point is that I don't want to continue to disappoint. I already disappointed myself. Why would I want to disappoint other people? Although technically not, because I did technically achieve my goal for last year. Even though it was like loopholed the shit inside my brain. Technically still managed to get the goal. Oh, just you wait, Elk. Start reading some chapters. First couple lines, you'll be like, oh. The delusion on this one. Okay. Alright, my friends. So, sorry for the late start today, but we should be on time tomorrow, hopefully, as long as, you know, my children cooperate. But, Marvel Rivals tomorrow, so if you're interested in joining, let me know. We'll play that tomorrow, and, perhaps build a bookshelf. Perhaps. You need me to react to something? Oh gosh, should I be afraid? Like on stream react, or? Are we a react streamer now? If I want. Okay, send it. What is it? It's on Discord. Okay. One moment. Can you? Is this something I can buy? Okay, so it's a set of underwear, or not underwear, like shorts, like super short shorts. And on the back of the butt, it says, upon entry, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside the sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh, I love it. Can I buy these? I would 100% get these for Braddock's birthday. Ah, they're so good. I can't tell if it's just like a meme or if like actual merch I can purchase. That's good. I like that. There's a site that prints them. That's amazing. Yeah, that's good. Wait, there's a fucking what? Elk? What does Ben Star have to do with Balatro? Ignore this.
Who's editing this, you?
What the fuck? Okay. He did a commercial for it. That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay, great. My life is complete. I don't need to write a book. I have found my purpose, and that is just enjoying everything Ben Star. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Since when does Balatro need commercials? Literally. Although I feel like it's, so the reason I know of it is from like word of mouth, but even before then, it like was too good. Like, I don't know, I feel like word of mouth and everything about it was super hyped up and like trending or whatever, so I don't know why they need commercials. But I think they're doing it because they're big enough and popular enough that they can afford to do a commercial. Right? I don't know. Either way, it's a fun game. Okay. enough yapping, enough procrastinating. I'm gonna go to bed. And by that, I mean I'm gonna go sit in bed with my laptop next to me while I scroll on TikTok. And think really hard about writing, but not actually do anything productive. We say that there were a lot of people that were confused when I got it. So I was one of those people because I didn't know of it until then. And then I played it. Exactly. I played it and then realized. I literally have like, 1 second. Let me see if I can pull it up. A message to my brother and sister-in-law who like introduced me to the game. Like a month and a half later, because that's how long it took me to actually win my first game. I literally sent them and I was like, look, I finally did it. Here. I was so proud. I finally won my first Balatro game. And I had to send them to tell them because I was so proud of myself. And yeah, ever since that first win, I have not won since. And also, I've been trying to 100% like get all the cards and shit, so it's bad. There is too many jokers. But I am missing 1 booster pack, 1 tarot card. I'm only like a third or 2/3 of the way through the jokers, so that's ugh. I think a lot of those are like achievement based though, right? Which I am not getting by not winning. You feel called out? What? It's fun. It's a fun game. It's a really good like I only play it on my phone. It's a very good like mobile game that you can just play, and it like pauses and saves your progress like every move, so you can literally like throw it away, come back to it, and pick up exactly where you left off, which makes it super good for like family life gaming, you know, which is why I really like it. But yeah, it's a fun game. Anyway, I'll see you soon, tomorrow rather, and yeah, perhaps with a bookshelf, perhaps not, but have a good day. Thank you for playing today, and I will see you when I see you. Ooh, excuse me. Stay healthy and be happy, and see you soon. I can't find my OBS, otherwise I would have already stopped the stream, but there it is. Okay. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.